The year is 2200 and Earth is preparing to launch the Starship Pacific. The Pacific is the pinnacle of human engineering, and at an imposing 250 meters in length, it is the largest starship that mankind has ever built. Operated by a crew of 280 of Starfleet's finest, the Pacific is scheduled to probe deep into uncharted space, and it will not only go where no man has gone before, but it will do so faster than before. While the NX class set an astounding benchmark for speed with its Warp 5 engine in the 2150s, the Pacific's cutting-edge warp system propels it to nearly 290 times the speed of light, over twice as fast as the previous record. Its robust gravitational field displacement nacelles and advanced thermal management system allow components to be pushed to nearly unimaginable limits, at temperatures that would have liquefied the coils of an NX-class starship. Starfleet's mission for the past 40 years has been one of defense and combat readiness, to prevent from ever happening again the destruction and loss of life caused by the Romulan War. But the Pacific represents a change in mentality. The Pacific will once again take up the reins dropped by the Starship Enterprise at the outbreak of the war. The Pacific will be a vessel of exploration. To accomplish this mission, Starfleet has teamed up with the civilian organization known as USPA, the United Earth Space Probe Agency. A team of USPA personnel will oversee the scientific aspect of the Pacific's mission, coordinated by a scientific liaison officer, Lucy Rader, who is both a USPA mission commander as well as a Starfleet lieutenant. This mission will take the Pacific deep into the unexplored Indira sector, to the location of a physics-bending anomaly that has puzzled USPA scientists since its discovery 2 years ago. The Pacific has been outfitted with a dizzying array of state-of-the-art scientific instruments. Long-range sensors using multi-directional subspace antennas give the Pacific a real-time sphere of observation nearly a light-year in radius. A powerful planetary sensor over 4 decks tall is capable of mapping an entire planet at incredible resolution after only a single orbit. The Pacific's characteristic sensor sail is tightly packed with instruments and supports a large subspace radio antenna, the likes of which have previously only been found on planetary facilities and starbases. This antenna allows the Pacific to maintain near instantaneous communication anywhere within Federation space. The Pacific also carries a number of auxiliary craft. In its specialized secondary hull, it carries 4 Type K-52 shuttle pods to transport personnel and light equipment, as well as 2 general-purpose utility pods for cargo management and external repairs. In the belly of the primary hull, 2 Class C heavy shuttles nest into dedicated bays. These beastly shuttles have space for upwards of 20 passengers and can be reconfigured to specialize in a wide variety of mission profiles, essentially becoming mobile bases for extended missions. They are equipped with transporters and food processors and can operate independently for weeks if the need arises. And while the Pacific has been specially outfitted for a peaceful mission of exploration, it's no slouch in terms of combat readiness. The Pacific is equipped with 4 high-power phaser turrets, and each is independently capable of vaporizing an entire building in an instant. The ship's secondary hull contains 4 photon torpedo launchers, 2 fore and 2 aft, which can fire any variety of 600mm torpedo. Furthermore, the Pacific has 20 Mark III vertical launch systems, which can be loaded with hyperatomic missiles, the so-called weapon that won the war. Although the photon torpedo has largely replaced these missiles, the Mark III launch system is in general a more versatile system, and it can support a wide variety of devices and craft that use the Mark III payload launch pattern. This includes escape pods as well as scientific probes. In terms of defenses, the Pacific utilizes perhaps the most groundbreaking defensive technology ever developed, a graviton deflection array. This network of systems across the ship is capable of generating a defensive screen of anti-gravitational forces. While the deflector is active, matter and energy that approaches the hull must overcome exponentially greater and greater anti-gravitational fields. Of course, the Pacific still has time-tested polarized hull plating, which mostly performs as a backup to the deflector screens, but also has its own uses, such as a defensive measure during operations that would be otherwise hindered by a powerful gravitational field. such as taking accurate long-range sensor scans, performing docking maneuvers, or using the transporters. Altogether, the Pacific represents a new standard for Starfleet vessels in the future, and it ushers in a new era of human exploration. The Starship Pacific will boldly go into the unknown, and will no doubt inspire Starfleet officers for generations to come.